Good morning, amazing listener out there. I welcome you to yet another episode of the show, The Morning Charge with Simon Matthew. And I trust that you're doing fine, and I trust that you've been following the series of episodes that is actually being carried out on this, has been carried out. All right. Um, some days ago, I think about 2 or so days ago, I got a message. I got a message via my uh, of Facebook from one of my Facebook friends, and the message was about how he's been following the series of activities I've been carrying out, and how those things have been of immense benefits to him and the rest of that. And I think days prior to that day, I also got another message from somebody else, also with similar message, encouraging me to continue and all of that. And for me, um, those messages, especially the recent one, came at as at the time when I needed some motivation. You know how you will be. I don't know if you've been, if you've ever found yourself at a place, or sometimes you find yourself in a place where you just felt that things aren't working, despite the fact that you've recorded some level of successes in the past, but for some strange reasons you just felt that, well, I think things aren't working as I had wanted them to work and all of that. And God has a way of just pushing certain people your way, or making certain people do certain things or say certain things to just encourage you, as it were. All right. And I think, is it a day after that I got the last message? A day after that, I got talking with one of my mentors, and he made mention of the statement I made, um, as it regards keep showing up. A statement I made, keep showing up, and he told me how um, it has been of immense blessing to him, and he has, as a result of that, he has maintained. He has, anytime he feels like giving up, that statement just comes alive, and that has kept him going and all of that. So, why am I sharing all of this with you? I want you to understand that people are watching you. There are certain persons that are following you as well. Some of them, especially in this time and age of social media, you sometimes you have secret disciples like Jesus had in his day. He has disciples like Nicodemus, who has been a secret follower. So some of you uh, s- may have secret disciples, or people who are following your works carefully, who are following everything that you do, everything you say or didn't say. They are following, and they are taking note of that. And so it's important that you are mindful of this fact, and it's also important that you are guided by this fact. That is why, as it relates to this, personal leadership is very important, especially leadership, because I've come to realize that we actually have two kinds of leadership. We have conscious leadership, and we have unconscious leadership. A conscious leader is someone who is mindful of his or her actions, whereas an unconscious leader is somebody who is not mindful, who is not deliberate, who is unintentional about the things that they do. And so you need to be very mindful of your activities. I want you to know that there are certain persons who the things you say, who the content you share, go a long way to helping them become who they are actually becoming. There are certain persons planted in your life. They may not be the outspoken kinds of persons. They may not be that bold. to walk up to you and and declare themselves or make themselves known to you, but they are following you. And there are some persons who are looking up to you daily for inspiration. There are some persons who are looking up to you, who are looking up to certain actions that you're going to carry out to further validate whatever it is they are going to be doing. Does that mean that you should be playing the part of God in their life? Not at all. But I want you to understand that God Himself, like the scripture said, that ye are gods. God expresses His ability, expresses Himself through the through the persons that He has created, especially man that He created in His image and likeness. And so it's important that you don't deprive people of the blessings that God has designed to pass through you to them. For to some persons, it is just your smile that will do the magic. To some other persons, it is the things that you would say that will do the magic. To some other persons, it is your ability to just control yourself, to control your temper in the midst of provocation that would do the magic. And so I want you to understand this beautiful morning that there's need for you to just be mindful of the fact that certain persons are watching you. I've gotten these kinds of messages severally. All right, I've gotten these kinds of messages severally. There's even a time that when the founder of a group actually had to reach out to me based on the content that I share, and for me to be sharing also such contents in his group. All right, that shows that people are following, people are watching. They may not say anything to you, but they are watching and they are following carefully. All right, so for the sake of those persons, please and please and please be value oriented. That's why I titled one of the episodes "Keep Showing Up." All right, keep showing up, and don't just show up because you want to show up. Show up with content. Show up deliberately. Be very deliberate about how you show up. Show up with value. Let people when people are referring people to you, they should refer. They should be able to refer people to you on the basis of the value that you're sharing, not on the basis of the controversies that you're generating, not on the basis of the troubles that you're causing, but it should be on the basis of the solutions that you have to offer and that you have been offering. And I trust that this has spoken to somebody that is listening or that will listen to this. All right, until I come your way again, this is Simon Matthew, urging you as always to keep living the limitless life and have a beautiful and a fantastic day ahead. And God bless you.